Alright, where do I start? When did I meet E? Probably 11 years ago. I was in high school at the time, probably like a sophomore. And, during like middle school years and I guess my freshman year and a little bit of my sophomore year, I used to get a cut with this dude named Manuel, who had his shop on Military in Forest Hill, across the street from the Kmart, which now is the Sears. So he used to, I used to get a fade back then, and which was like, everybody had a fade. It was, really popular. I mean, people still get it, but back then I guess it was the in haircut to have. Then, so my boy, this dude named Los, one of my best friends, he was telling me, hey, this dude, he's got that real New York feel, because at the time, also, it was a real, New York dominated type feel. Like everybody dressed like with the Timbs and the Carl Kanai, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, it was, the South didn't dominate the majority of the crowd. So, everybody wanted that hip hop, that New York feel. So then, my boy Los was like, hey, there's this dude named E-Dog, Eric, who cuts at 123 Hair Systems, who does really good haircuts. And I'm like, for real? I was like, alright, I'll go over there. So then, he started cutting my hair over there. And 123 Hair Systems was at Forest Hill and Kirk. So then a year after that, all of a sudden this guy, Eric, he buys the place, and now it's Pacinos Barbershop. And the official grand opening, he brought down Fat Joe. And man, at the time, if you want to think back, Fat Joe, dude, it was, when the whole era of, Terror Squad, Bet Your Man Can't Do It, like, and then, the whole, just, it was just, Fat Joe was the dude to have down here, and, obviously, like, back then, I was, beginning my little rap thing, and, so I was outside, just, like, rapping with my friends, hoping that Fat Joe would see us, and, we'd get signed, and, join Terror Squad or anything like that. But it was, whatever. We're in high school, we're all having fun, and it was a cool day, man. Everybody. I mean, I remember the parking lot was full, like flooded. Everybody was here. Everybody wanted to see Fat Joe. Everybody. All of a sudden, like this Pacinos Barbershop, you're hearing it on the radio. I remember at the time I had this Accord, and on the radio on 102.3, which 102.3 was just like a brand new station. You would hear the Pacinos Barbershop, commercial. It would have the Mobb Deep with the Little Kim, the Quiet Storm beat, like dun dun. Say Pacinos Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. So then, like, obviously, I started coming to the shop, started getting a cut with E. And then when obviously I was old enough to party, I was 18, I started going to this dude's parties, man. He had parties at the side room of Coco Bongos, which was like a lounge. It was the Red Room. He did like a hip-hop night there. I remember he also did The Club, which Fat Joe was there, Mobb Deep. It was, oh man, like the memories, it was crazy. And then, so, obviously I was a regular customer, so, we had like this mutual, like, friendship. It's like we weren't like best buddies or anything like that. So then, I started going to Coco Bongos when he did Reggaeton Thursdays the first week. I remember he brought Evie Queen, and that was insane. I went there with my boy Fernando, which he had just recently came from Miami, and it was crazy, man. It was since then. It was, a lot of people didn't believe in the Reggaeton Thursday movement, and I was like, you know what? I'm not really into the whole reggaeton thing, but it's gonna blow. This thing's gonna be insane. So I always used to go to Thursday nights with my friends, and I always rolled deep. Like I get in high school, I had like, I wasn't like the most popular dude, but like I had a little following, so I'll always come through, and I guess E started peeping that, and he was like, oh man, do you want to start taking pictures of my night? And I was like, sure, like, I would start telling my people, come through, blah blah, I would take pictures. So as everything progressed, started building a relationship with E, and it was just more or less, like, wow, like, this dude is really a cool guy. A lot of people would just be like, wow, he's so stuck up, he's conceited, da 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 da. And I was like, wow, man, this guy's really looking out. Like, he's really a genuine, really nice guy. And we just started becoming friends. I would start chilling with him, start chilling with R1, and it was just, ever since then, we started doing parties, and then he was like, you know what, man, I really, like, I could tell he believed in me. He believed that I could actually bring something to the table. So then he actually made me a partner of his, his business-wise for the night, and the nights that they would host a party. And ever since then, man, it's just, we've been doing parties, and it's been a great thing. Like, I really, I'm sure he knows, but like, I'm really appreciative of that. He actually helped me out financially. He's put money in my pocket, putting me onto these parties, and just people they get the wrong impression of him, and it's just, I wish people knew him like I knew him, like R1 knows him. Like, he's not that cocky, arrogant dude that, I mean, shoot, people think that I'm that way, and it's not even like that, man. We're just normal people. We're friends, and it's like we worked so hard to get where we're at right now that whenever we do a night and we just want to party and celebrate, celebrate life. Like, it's a beautiful thing, So pretty much, it's been 11 years, and the dude, it's been an awesome cat. Like, I think he actually paved the way for a lot of these young barbers here in West Palm Beach. Like, it's really cool to be a barber now. Like, back then, you'd be a barber, okay, like, since they seen him progress and started making some money and cutting the likes of Diddy, Ludacris, Benny Medina, who's J-Lo's manager, just all these celebrities, these A-class celebrities. It's like, I want to be a barber too. They see him in his shop with the pictures of all these celebrities. So it's kind of like he's setting an example, a positive example, because it's not like an illegal route. He's doing his thing in a positive way. So it's kind of like, like a good little role model for a lot of these young kids that are on the come up. So big ups to that. And I just remember him, I wasn't 21 at the time, and in downtown Clematis you had to be 21 to get into a lot of clubs, and he would just let me into gossip all the time. There was a couple of times where his brother would stop me at the door because Eric would just walk in so fast, and I'd be like, hey, I'm with that guy right there. And Eric's brother, Jesus, would be like, yeah, I know him too. I'm like, no, but I know him. He's like, I've known him longer than you. I'm his brother. he's like, you know what? Just stand right here. So I'd be standing out there like an idiot, like, wow, you know, like, but whatever. But there were times that I've actually was able to, you know, follow him fast enough to get in, and we'd party. And so he's always looked out. Also, another thing is that he helped me a lot with, you know, pushing out a product that I came out with. It's a new era hat with my 561 logo that I had sold a couple years back. And he's just always been supportive of every little idea or every little thing that I wanted to come out with. So I just hope that, you know, I wish him the best longevity. It's been 10 years. We've been doing a lot of parties. He's been, you know, successful, and I just wish him the best, man. It's just, I honestly feel that people they owe it to themselves, even if they don't come out every weekend, just to come out to this party on March 12th for his 10 years of success, and just, you know, pay respect. Just, you know, come out, party, have a good time. So that's about it. Let's get it. Let's party.